Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boswell Media Sports presents Friday Night Football.
Boswell Media Sports presents Kosciusko Whippet Football. Now, here's the voice of the Whippets, Breck Riley.
Well, it's a rare Thursday night game under the lights as the Kosciusko Whippets hit the road for the final game of the regular season, taking on the Elzy Panthers in a non-district matchup. Kosciusko comes in red hot after a dominating 46-0 shutout of Yazoo City last week, a win that secured the Whippets' first home playoff game since 2015. With postseason play set to begin next week, tonight's contest won't affect the playoff picture, but it's one more chance for Coach Casey Orr's squad to stay sharp and keep the momentum rolling. Meanwhile, the Panthers are still searching for their first win of the season and would love nothing more than to pull off an upset in front of the home crowd on senior night. It's Thursday Night Football to wrap up the regular season. This is the Prairie Farms pregame show. Up next, we'll hear from head coach Casey Orr. It's the Whippets versus the Panthers right here from Boswell Media Sports.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
At Pickles Drug Store, your pharmacist does more than fill prescriptions. They're your guide to better health. We help you understand your medications, ensure your insurance is handled smoothly, and answer all your questions with care. Because at Pickles, you're not just a customer, you're part of our community.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Visit us today on the east side of the square in Kosciusko. Pickles Drug Store, your community Health Mart pharmacy, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show, as it is the Kosciusko Whippets taking on Elzy, or Amanda. It used to be Amanda Elzy. I think they just go by Elzy now. There's been a trend in recent years to kind of, if you had a two-name team, you cut it down to one. Like Lafayette County is just Lafayette now. Jay-Z George is just George. And I believe Amanda Elzy just goes by Elzy. But we got a few minutes to sit and chat with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr ahead of tonight's regular season finale. And, Coach, before we talk about the game tonight, of course, we'll like to recap what happened last week. We'll go over offense, defense, and special teams in that big 46-0 win over the Yazoo City Indians. And your offense, they didn't put up 46 points because you got a defensive score, which we'll talk about, but your offense was able to get rolling there and, kind of keep doing what it does.
I thought we were a little slow out of the gate Friday night. You come out and go 3 and out, which is outside of normal for us. We've been a really fast starting football team offensively, but it took us a little bit to get our feet under us. But once that happened, I thought you saw our guys execute and play pretty well. We're able to establish the run game, which on any Friday night is of the utmost importance. You got to be able to run the football, and I thought our guys did a good job of that. Yazoo City's defense, the way they play their secondary, they play so far off, it kind of took some of our vertical passing game away from us, but thought our guys adjusted well. We were able to hit some things underneath and break a couple passes here or there, and all in all, a good night. And any night you score 40-something points, you got to be pretty pleased with your effort. One thing I did really like is late in that game when we started subbing, our twos came in there and put together a really good drive, and you saw Terrell Tolliver run the football well and ended up getting a touchdown. I think he had like 5 carries for 47 yards on the night. So it was a good night for him, and you always like to get those young guys in and get them some experience.
Very important, because we had talked about that. Everyone on that squad is just one injury away from having to come in and step up. So having that put together a drive late in the ball game does give them that experience. So when they do come in, maybe their eyes aren't too big under the lights. But I had to ask you about I call it the Emery and Henry offense. I said that on commentary, and I didn't do a great job of describing what it is. I was just so excited to see it for like the 1950s. It's where you put like 3 linemen in the normal set, and then you put a lineman out wide as a receiver on either side. So is that something fun that you guys just wanted to throw in, or have you worked on that and tried to, maybe you could throw it in some other ball games as well?
Well, it's definitely something our offense has worked on. And of course, that formation, for whatever reason, in my experience in football, I've always heard it called polecat. And it was something our guys could do for fun and that they enjoyed doing, but at the same time, it's something you put on film, and it's something that you can run and that you can actually do different things out of. And, so it's not just it's not just playing around, but at the same time, it is something that our guys can have fun with and get to do a little different. And this time of year, you're always looking for something that kind of breaks up the monotony with the guys.
Plus, when you start getting in playoffs, people see that on film. They got to spend practice time preparing for it, and that definitely helps you out a little bit. But we'll look at the defense, and you guys got, right off the bat, before the offense even hit the field, you're able to get some points on the board, and of course, you got the shutout. So really good performance by the defense.
Yes, sir, and it's always good when you can be up 7-0 before your offense ever steps on the field. So that's a great start to the game, and Rashad Harrington and was able to scoop and score on that fumble, and that's a young man that's had a really good past 2 weeks for us. Had a good game against Greenwood, and then the other night against Yazoo City. But defensively, I wasn't as pleased with some of the things we did. You see that it was a shutout, and that looks good. But against Yazoo City, that's actually the 4th most total yards we've given up all year. We just didn't let them get in the end zone. I didn't think we did a great job early on of ending drives and getting them off the field quick enough. And, you look at hidden yards and little things in the game. We kept letting Yazoo City kind of flip the field on us and make our offense have to drive a long way. And, you tell your defense, of course, you don't want the other team to score, but you'd like to limit field position. If they get the ball on the 30, you want to keep them on their side of the 50 so your offense has a little better starting field position. And at times we didn't do that the other night. I thought our physicality wasn't where it needed to be, and I will give them credit in the second half. I thought they kind of flipped the switch and kind of righted the ship. One young man that really came in and helped us do that, and I was really proud to see him do it, was Anthony Harris. Is a young man that hadn't played a whole lot for us this year, but great work ethic, tough kid that has just gotten better and better over the last couple of years. So was extremely proud to see him get in and have a good night and be able to contribute and help us out, because I felt like that was a moment that he's earned.
Yeah, and you definitely see him when he gets in there. He's a big one.
You're not gonna miss him. You're not. He's a big boy, but he's a kid just works so hard, and when a kid does that, you like to see him get rewarded.
And we'll look at special teams. You had another good performance there, other than maybe a PAT blocked, but Braden Ray and the special teams did a good job. He's still able to kind of put that ball. You came close to almost recovering a free kick again on that kickoff. So special teams, was good for you the other night.
Special teams was good for us the other night. I think you had one kickoff return that kind of got away from us, and they got it close back out to the 50. But outside of that, had a pretty good night. You had a punt that you blocked, and you were, like you said, 4 for 5 on extra points, I believe, or maybe 5 for 6. But it's an area of the football game that you can't ever be good enough, because when you get into the playoffs and you get to play in good teams, it's amazing how many of those games are decided by special teams. So that's an area that we've got to continue to keep getting better and better at.
And we will step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll continue with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr. This is Kosciusko football from Boswell Media Sports.
Gear up for deer season at the Attala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice brand feed. Everything you need is at the Attala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Attala County Co-op. Attala County Co-op.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Good health is our priority.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Attala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Attala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Attala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
And welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame. We're counting down to the top of the hour when the Whippets will take on Amanda Elzy here in the final game of the regular season. Amanda Elzy or Elzy, I don't know. Most people are going to call them Amanda Elzy, I think, probably. But I think, as we mentioned earlier, maybe just Elzy, but whatever you want to call them, hopefully the Whippets can call it a W tonight and move into the playoffs next week with some momentum. We'll continue with Whippets head coach Casey Orr. And, Coach, one thing I wanted to talk about was just announced this week on social media was Jeremiah Winter has gotten an honor to play in an all-star game. So that's pretty big for Jeremiah, who's only playing in this is his 10th game as an offensive lineman?
That's right, and that is a great honor for Jeremiah, and happy for him. We've got a couple guys, Jeremiah included, that were playing in the Magnolia All-Star game, but it's quite the honor to be picked up and playing in this North-South Bernard-Blackwell game. So just happy for him and proud that he gets to represent us and that, our guys are getting some recognition for their play on the field. You're always happy to see that. But Jeremiah is just a really good football player. You alluded to the fact that he's only playing like his 10th game as an offensive lineman, but you couldn't tell it watching him. He played a lot of D-line for us last year, and he moved to Kosciusko last year, and it's kind of just where he fell in and where we needed him. But as this year approached, he had to make that swap, and he moved over to the offensive line, and the kid has flourished there. He's gotten multiple JUCO offers. He's drawing interest from some Division I schools, and now he's getting some accolades playing in these all-star games. So just very happy for him, and this worked out the way it has.
Yeah, and that's played in Gulfport. I believe it's the week after the state championship, so he'll be down there. PJ Pace played in it a couple of years ago when he was a senior, so that's the same ball game if you remember that. But we'll look at this game tonight. It's on a Thursday, and Coach, a lot of people have asked me about Thursday, and I think we go over this pretty much every year about why it's on a Thursday, but we'll want to remind the folks why this ball game is on Thursday.
Well, a couple years ago, and time gets by, it could be longer than that, but the MHSA came with a mandate that they wanted all these schools so you have 1 through 4A starts playoffs next week. 5 through 7A actually starts playoffs the following week, and they mandated that they wanted every school to play their last regular season game on a Thursday. And now that happened for a couple years, but now it seems like it's kind of up to the discretion of the school whether they want to do that or not. And just to be up front, it's Amanda Elzy's home game. They get to make that decision, and they said they wanted to keep it on Thursday night, so that's why it's being played on Thursday night.
They want to go trick-or-treating on Friday.
Maybe so, but that's why it's on Thursday night, and that was a question that was asked and brought up to Amanda Elzy, but at the end of the day, that's really up to the home football team, and they get to make that call, so we're here on Thursday, and we're going to play football.
Yeah, and so how does that affect what you do during the week? Where you're bumping your practice up a little bit. How does that kind of change your routine for what you do with walkthroughs and practice?
Well, that word you just used right there is a word that I've banned from this program since I got here, was the word walkthrough. I'm anti-walkthroughs. Now, we may have a run-through every once in a while, but that's a word that I can't get behind. But it kind of takes that out of the equation. So we have our typical Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday practice. Even though the game's on a Thursday, you don't have that run-through on a Thursday. We don't really dial anything else back. It's the same. You just lose that run-through day on Thursday, and then we get ready to, we play on Thursday instead. So our normal Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday routine is exactly the same. This year, me and you've had this conversation a couple times. I'm such a creature of habit. I don't like doing things different. Whatever. I may need to be more open-minded, but I can't do it. So we stay in our normal routine and rock on.
All right. Well, when we come back, we will take a look at this game tonight as the Whippets try to wrap up the regular season with a win. We'll step aside for a break. You're listening to Whippets Football from Boswell Media Sports.
Watkins Ward and Stafford welcomes member and partner Anita Goodrum, certified public accountant, to their Kosciusko office. Anita, along with Tammy Irving and staff, offer professional and personalized services and financial guidance for business and personal. Watkins, Ward & Stafford is a full-service accounting firm offering QuickBooks, online hosting solutions, payroll, and direct deposits. Welcome to Kosciusko, CPA Anita Goodrum. Watkins, Ward & Stafford, leading our clients through the next generation of change.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps. Just like your fitness goals. Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7, giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule, not ours. Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees, and hello to unlimited access to cardio machines, weights, and group classes like Pilates and spin, all included in your membership. Find us on Highway 12, where your fitness journey awaits around the clock at Holmes Healthplex.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
This is Chris Coleman, your neighborhood Alpha insurance agent. At Alpha, we understand the value of hard work, trust, and protection for the ones you love. Alpha Insurance has a long proven history of taking care of the folks who hold these same values. As your local Alpha agent, I want to help protect you and your family and help you succeed and prosper as you go through the journey of life. Call me at 662-289-1024, message me on Facebook, or drop in at 235 North Madison Street in Kosciusko. Alpha Insurance for all of your auto, home, life, and commercial needs.
And welcome back in to the Prairie Farms pregame, our final segment with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr here at Amanda Elzy High School in Greenwood. If you're wondering, where's that at? It's over there in Greenwood. Not quite when you just barely get into Greenwood, and then you kind of take a left off of 82 and go back there a little bit. So that's where the school is. But Coach, let's talk about the X's and O's of this ball game. Not impacting the division standings, but you always want to end the season with the win. So what do you have to do tonight to be successful and get that? What would be the ninth win of the season?
Biggest thing we've talked to our guys about all week is, our standard of play doesn't change. It doesn't matter who you're playing, where you're playing, what the situation, what's at stake. Our standard doesn't change. And, you alluded to the fact it's not a district game, but it is the last game we play before we get into the playoffs, and we want to be playing at our best. We want to make sure we can come out tonight and execute at a high level and fly around. We want to tackle well. We want to block well. We want to make sure we're doing all the little things right before we get into the playoffs. And, focusing on Amanda Elzy tonight, offensively, they are a spread offense. Their run game is pretty much inside zone or outside zone. They're 2x2, 3x1 as far as their receivers. Their quarterback throws the ball fairly well. Biggest thing that you notice with him on film, besides his height, is he doesn't necessarily throw the ball that well when he's forced to move outside the pocket. So we've got to be able to put some pressure on him and not let him stand in the pocket and throw the football. And then in the secondary, we got to go up and compete because they got some guys at wide receiver that can go get the football. So that'll be a big aspect of the game tonight. And then for us offensively, it's always with us. I feel like we're a very good offensive football team. It comes down a lot to us just playing at a certain level and being focused on what we're doing and just executing things, because we have some guys that can really play on that side of the ball. Caden has done a phenomenal job for us all year, and so is CJ, and you can run the list with your receivers with JP and LD and Schuler and Rankin. All those guys have just done such a great job. It's just us going out and playing at the level we know we're capable of playing at.
Kind of leading into, almost answered my next question, was will it be in the final game of the regular season? If you're gonna shore up some things and you're gonna want to get them right before the postseason, then you got to do that tonight. So what are some aspects like that you're looking for to maybe clean up a little bit going into before you get into postseason next week?
Well, one of the biggest things, and we'll start out on the offensive side of the ball, is just missed assignments. When you run a play on offense and maybe it doesn't pick up the yardage that you wanted it to, or your running back gets hit in the backfield, or my ball's incomplete, it usually it usually comes down to one person not doing their job. Football is the ultimate team sport, and it takes 11 people doing their job to be successful. And you'll watch a play and it just looks awful, and you think, what went wrong there? And most of the time it's just one missed assignment. Somebody didn't step the right way, or they didn't run the right route, or maybe your quarterback's eyes weren't where they were supposed to be on that play, or your running back didn't hit the proper hole when he got the ball. It's always something small, and tonight you want to focus on cleaning that up and just making sure that you're doing all that right. You want to make the other team beat you. You don't want it to be because of a mistake that you made. You don't want it to be because of a mental error. We always talk to our guys about physical error. Physical errors happen. That's just part of it. But mental errors we control. So that's something we want to clean up. And defensively, it's about, we always talk to our guys about your alignment, your stance, and your eyes. If you can get those three things right, you can play football on the defensive side. If you can align where you're supposed to align, if you can get in the proper stance, and you can get your eyes where they're supposed to be and read the right things, that you can be a good defensive player. And if you want to be a great defensive player, play fast and arrive in a bad mood when you get there. And our guys have done a good job of that this year, so we hope to continue that tonight.
Well, it is the Whippets versus the Panthers of Elzy right here tonight from Greenwood. Well, Coach Orr, we appreciate you for joining us, and hey, we look forward to talking to you next week ahead of the first home playoff game the Whippets have had since 2015. So appreciate it, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
When we come back, we'll turn it over to Josh West and the crew. You're listening to Whippets Football from Boswell Media Sports.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy. Farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
Boswell Media Sports.
who's ready to have some fun from just east of Greenwood, Mississippi tonight? It's Elzy playing host to your Kosciusko Whippets. I'm Josh West in for Breck Riley, and happy to have you with us alongside Jeremy Tillman. We got Shaggy with us. We got Jay Henry with us, and we're ready to bring you Kosciusko Whippet football tonight as welcome inside our Prairie Farms pregame show coverage from here at the stadium. And as you hear to our left, we're right beside the Elzy band. Their theme tonight is Halloween, so they're all dressed up. They're going to have fun. The loudspeaker is just to our right, so we're sandwiched in nice and cozy here as we get ready to set the scene for this. But it's safe to say that there is nothing conventional about tonight's ball game. A non-division game for an 8-1 team playing a winless team on the road. It's just a little bit of a scheduling quirk that is just really unique, and it's one of those, I don't want to call it a trap game because of how lopsided this game is on paper, but it's a game that you want to stay sharp, you want to stay healthy, and when you want to come out and continue to build good habits ahead of the postseason.
Yeah, that's right. And, man, for this Elzy team, you know, they have nothing to lose. They want to try to close out their season with a win, and they want to do anything they can to get that win. And, hey, for Kosciusko, they're trying to, you know, like you said, clean up some things as they prepare for the playoffs. And, you know, as Coach Orr mentioned in the pregame, man, just trying to – some missed assignments that they've seen the last couple of weeks, just trying to play assignment football and do what they've been doing. But, hey, it's getting prepared for next week. And in doing that, you cannot overlook tonight's game.
As we talk about our Attala County Co-op field conditions, this has been one of those parts of the pregame show that in most weeks with all the turf fields, artificial playing surfaces, it's not really a topic of discussion. But right now, the weather is much better in terms of clear skies, 55 degrees. You're going to be cooling to 50, pretty much calm winds. But this field, it rained all day yesterday. Soft, and I guess the best way to put it would be in places spongy field conditions tonight. Field conditions absolutely could play a factor with that big key of keeping Whippets healthy.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, you don't realize, I didn't until we walked up, how sloppy this field could be, you know, once they begin to play on it a little bit. And hey, for this Whippet ball team, I know last week it was, you know, on real grass, but, you know, on turf, they're so used to playing on turf that it's going to be an adjustment that they're going to have to make and going to have to protect the football because it could play a factor into tonight's game.
So that's our Attala County Co-op field conditions, soft, spongy, wet here. But a beautiful night. Football weather tonight here just east of Greenwood, Mississippi at Elzy High School. As we look at our game numbers tonight, brought to you by Watkins, Ward, and Stafford, I feel like the biggest game number in this game, the records. Whippets 8-1, 0-9 for Elzy. Elzy scored a season-high 26 points last week. Their season average only bumped up to 9.3 points per game. So, again, you talk about mismatches all the time, but this really is one. And so, I mean, credit the band here for Elzy of coming out with a party mentality. They're going to have fun. It's senior night. But the Elzy players know, the Whippet players know what the matchup is. And so, again, this is one of those games, if you're Kosciusko, you've got to block everything out. And as you heard about it, go out and execute from Coach Orr. Yeah,
that's right. And like you said, it's easy in a game like this because on paper, it looks like it's lopsided. When you look at the records, when you look at what Elzy, the points that they've been putting up, but you can be distracted by that and not play a clean football game. And you know, Coach Orr, as he stated all year long, is just making sure that Kosciusko does what Kosciusko does. You know, is not necessarily working and moving toward as much focused in on, you know, maybe what the other team's doing, but focus in on what Kosciusko does and do what Kosciusko does. And they're going to push for that tonight and try to get out of here as quick as they can with a big win.
Well, if you need someone to handle your numbers for accounting, payroll, trust the folks at Watkins, Ward, and Stafford. So again, as we're continuing to build towards kickoff tonight between Kosciusko and Elzy, let's take a look quickly at those starting lineups. Along that line of scrimmage tonight, at left tackle, it'll be Riley Petit. At left guard, it'll be Jadarius Wilkes. At center, it'll be Chavis Ellis. At right tackle, it'll be Jeremiah Winter. At right guard, Trace Reagan. The quarterback, the very talented junior Caden Wade. The receivers, it will be Jontavius Roundtree as well as Jabry Pierce. At the H-back, fullback, Jackson Schuler, the running back, C.J. Sandifer for this Kosciusko football team. The specialists, you've got Braden Ray as well as his holder, Jabry Pierce, there as well. Looking at the defense for Kosciusko along that line of scrimmage. At the edge, it'll be Nick Suddeth, the senior. At the nose guard, LaMarcus Riley. It'll be Travion Nash, the junior. The linebackers, it'll be Tyarian or T. Riley, the senior. Rakari Covington, a linebacker. Rowdy Roan. The corners, it'll be a Darius Bondslater as well as Martavian Miller. At the strong safety, J.T. Heron. And then Zay Riley at the free safety. And that is your Thomas Vision starting lineups. When you look at those starting lineups, again, Jeremy, for you, you're seeing some names that are back. You're also seeing a big name that is out on defense. So some changes tonight in that group.
Yeah, that's right. And one that, I forgot to mention as we was talking earlier, Roundtree is actually going to be one that is out tonight.
Oh, is he out?
He is
okay,
out.
So
he
that
is
was a
going
late
to be
scratch.
out. Yeah, that's
late
right.
Scratch.
He is out tonight. So, yeah, there is going to be some adjustments that Kosciusko will have to make with Lay on defense and Roundtree on offense. But, hey, one thing that we've seen all year with Kosciusko is, has got some depth. And we've been able to see that all year long, be able to rotate some different athletes in and out of there. And so we should be okay tonight and see that tonight as they're just being able to roll somebody else into that spot and, hey, be able to step up and rise to the occasion.
As we continue through our Prairie Farms pregame show, we are powered as always by Central Electric, and our streaming is presented by Allen's Furniture. So we are getting closer and closer here to the anthem. I think we're moments away from it, so we'll step aside for the anthem. We'll be back with kickoff tonight here from Greenwood as you're watching Boswell Media Sports.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Did you know that 80% of learning in young children comes through the eyes? Thomas Vision offers eye exams for children starting at 6 months. It's very important for children to have an eye exam before entering first grade. Doctors Angela Thomas, Tara Dew, and Anna Middleton offer comprehensive eye exams that thoroughly assess overall eye and vision health. Thomas Vision's optical department has the latest glasses frames, and you get 20% off your second pair. Thomas Vision, Veterans Memorial Drive, in Kosciusko.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
Hello, Whippet fans. It's time for kickoff. This is Angel Alvin McDonald with State Farm Insurance. I welcome you to another action-packed night of Kosciusko Whippet football. State Farm takes great pride in supporting the Kosciusko Whippets in our community. Okay, boys, let's kick it off.
Boswell Media Sports.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns. offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson. I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice brand feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
Boswell Media Sports.
The anthem wrapping up here at Elzy as we are just moments away from the teams entering the field. One of the interesting quirks that we've seen here as we're just moments away from our Angel Albin State Farm kickoff is, Jeremy, we look out onto the field and see that both teams are wearing dark jerseys tonight. That's going to be very evident to a field that is, I don't want to say poorly lit, marginally lit. It is lit. Thank goodness I've got the binoculars or I would be in rough shape. But you do have that royal blue against the all-black look tonight for Kosciusko as here come the Whippets. Can that be a factor? Can it be difficult with the lighting and both teams in a dark-colored jersey? Could it be tricky to throw the football tonight?
Yeah, it could be. And, you know, I don't know if it was some miscommunication. You don't know why it ended up happening the way it did, because normally on the road, you know, the Whippets would normally be wearing